So last episode, I needed your guys' help. Andrei Shitagel in real life is banned from football, and I couldn't find out why. I had to know why he was banned from real life, and you guys have massively helped me out, and you found the answer. And the answer was, he got banned from having a fight with the Naftan owner, Maxim Pugac, because he wouldn't give me a coaching course. That is probably my favourite comment on any video ever. It's spectacular, absolutely spectacular. Turns out, though, that's not actually true, unfortunately. It was actually match fixing that he's been banned for, which, it's not great, is it? It's not a great look, but at least we found out why he's banned in real life. Hello and welcome back to the TomFM channel. Hope you're all doing well today and looking forward to another episode as Martin take on Inter Bratislava and a team which I'm affectionately going to call them Bardejov, because that's what it looks like to me. Partizán, Bardejov, that's what it looks like. Before we get into those fixtures though, we have to talk about what's happened in between episodes, and in between episodes, it's been pretty spectacular, I've got to say. Look at that, hey, look at that. So after last episode's 4-0 thrashing of Duslo Sala and the 1-0 win against Dubnica, we've played 6 games, won 4 of them and drawn 2 of them. It's been fantastic. We started off with a huge 5-0 victory over Poprad. Ferenc scored 1, Barbosa scored 2, Filipak scored 1 and Toth scored 1 as well. So a fantastic result against Poprad then in a really convincing display. We then had the Slovakian FA Cup first round. Barbosa scored both goals there in a 2-1 victory over Kamana, who are in our division. And we played them actually 2 games later, as you can probably see. We followed that up, though, with a 0-0 draw against a team called Sarad. Quite disappointing this one. We actually played massively well. We played so much better, but we just couldn't find the goal, unfortunately. But at least we didn't concede, picked up a point, and we didn't lose. We then played Carmono again, and this time it was in the league. Bright scored a hat-trick, and Brigant scored 1 as well in a 4-2 victory, which is very convincing. Very pleased with that one. We then took on Zvolen in the Slovak FA Cup second round, a 2-0 win there with Barbosa and Sina scoring a penalty in the game there to make sure we won it. And then last time we played Banksa and drew 1-1 in another game where we had 30 shots or so, 22 shots in that game to their 9. Couldn't manage to score past them, which was very disappointing. But it's fantastic because this is now 9 league games in a row without losing, 11 games in total without losing. You love to see it. It's fantastic stuff. And what it means is we boost ourselves all the way up to 3rd in the table right now. We're doing fantastically well. Sarad, the team that we drew against, are ahead of us by a point. And Liptovsky, the team that I think we lost to on the first day of the season. No, we beat them 3-0 actually. Beat them 3-0 at one point. But they are top of the table right now. So very, very close between us. Only 3 points between us. If we include Prestov in that, there's 5 points between the top 4 teams, 12 games into the season, which is nearly halfway through actually, which is pretty exciting. So we're doing extremely well. Not entirely sure why we're doing so well, because we shouldn't be anywhere near this really. If we look at the season preview once again, predicted to come 9th this season, we shouldn't be anywhere near the top of the table. But as I say that, the odds are very, very close. 10-1 to win the title. That's still pretty decent. That's still pretty close. So it does show that every team outside of Inter Bratislava and Puchov perhaps are in it to win it, really, essentially, because 20-1 for 14th place, it's not that far off, really. It's not that bad odds. So it's just a very tight league, I think. We have made one more signing as well. The transfer deadline has just finished. We have made one more signing if we go through to the transfers. I don't expect to see him anytime soon. If we look down here, we just got one guy in on loan, a youth centre-back player, 2.5-star current ability, just to give us a little bit more versatility there, just because we needed an extra body, really. But don't expect to see him play at all, but just so you know, another signing. Also, if you're very eagle-eyed, you will have seen that we've had 4 transfers coming in very, very soon when contracts finish in Belarus. Of course, the Belarusian season is like January to December, so contracts end in December. So some players joining from Belarus. I wonder who they could be. Anyway, today's first fixture is against Inter Bratislava, and hopefully we're going to get a big win against them today. I think they're sitting 15th or 14th in the table, something like that. So we should get a nice win against them. This is a team that hopefully is going to be doing it for. We've got Huzarik in goal with Ferenc, Filipak, Advic and Gunnarsson at the back. Sina and Shitagel in the midfield with an attacking midfield of Toth, Barai and Brigant, and Barbosa leading the line for us with 7 goals so far this season, the most out of any player so far this season. In fact, to be fair, it's only him, Toth, Barai and Brigant scoring goals and Shitagel scoring goals. Shitigel's on 7 goals, I should say. He is absolutely immense, Shitagel. Like, I can't get over how well he's been playing this season. He's just the best. Anyway, as kickoff is upon us, fingers crossed we can get a great victory against Inter Bratislava today. If we lose it, then it's terrible, really, isn't it? But we should be able to get the win. 25 minutes into the game, and we are dominating it. 71% possession, 9 shots to 0 shots, but we've not had a single highlight yet. So we're going to say get creative out there to try and get a chance before half-time. Half-time is racing towards us. There's not been a single highlight in this first half, so we might have to bollock the boys a little bit at half-time, I think. We have to go aggressively. I'm not happy with points out there. Although we have dominated things, we've just not created any decent chances because we got through to half-time with nothing. And Inter Bratislava are sitting 15th in the table. Okay, 15th in the table. We've got to score some goals in this game, surely. We've got to score some goals. Show some passion. Attacking. Oops, I've clicked on someone else instead. Attacking. Come on. I don't understand why we're not doing anything. Let's make some changes out there. Barbosa coming off for Gali. Maybe Barai coming off for Mihalik. We'll give that a go. Just having some 2 different players on there that might give us a better chance to score some goals. 70 minutes on the clock now. Not a single highlight. Very attacking. Get creative out there. What is going on? Why can't we score a goal or have just a single highlight? It kind of shows 2 shots on target all game. What is this? Finally, a highlight, and it's going towards Inter Bratislava, who just put... If that's the best chance of the game so far, I'm terrified of how terribly we've played, as the ball is put up towards Gali, who wins it down towards Toth. The first chance we've got to score a goal in today's game on a highlight. Brigant on the ball, in the middle. Shitty Gel can't quite get on it, not rising like a salmon there. Cena on the ball, out towards Gunnarsson, into Brigant, back to Gunnarsson. Gunnarsson to put a ball in the middle. He does. Oh, how is that not going in the back of the net? Not entirely sure what happened there, really, but we should have scored. Gunnarsson, another chance to put it across the area. Can't do it. What happened there? The highlight does continue, though, with this throw-in. Gunnarsson into Mihalik. Gunnarsson in the middle. Shitty Joe can't get it. And here comes an Inter Bratislava counter-attack. Don't do me like this, Inter Bratislava. Don't do me like this. Good, not a good challenge. It's a free kick for them. You hate to see it. Free kick for Inter Bratislava. Don't do me like this. Do not do me like this. Frank clears it. Lovely stuff. Panicking that they were going to score right then, and they've kicked out for a throw-in. Lads, seriously, show some passion. What is going on here? Why can't we score? I'm so confused. We've drawn it 0-0. We've gone up to second in the table, but only because Sarad haven't played their game today for some reason, but we should be disappointed by that. I mean, the good thing is we didn't concede, but how we've not scored, I don't know. On the plus side, though, that is 10 games in the league without losing. So, I mean, that's good, but I don't know how he did not win that game. That was infuriating. That was genuinely infuriating to watch. I can't quite believe it still. The good news for us, though, is Sarad have just lost their game, but other teams have also played and won some games, maybe. So we actually dropped down to 4th. For some reason. I'm not entirely sure. We were 2nd a minute ago. Why have we dropped down to 4th? I don't know. Either way, it's still pretty tight at the top. Only 3 points between the top 3 teams. So, still a long way to go. We just need to keep the form going. And, you know, I didn't think we'd be anywhere near the playoffs this season. Obviously, playoffs is only 2nd. So, I didn't think we'd be anywhere near the top 2 this season. But we're halfway through, nearly. And we're right there. We just need to keep things going. And you never know. Promotion could be on the cards come the end of the season. But the next game now against Bardejov is pretty important. We're 4th, they're 5th. And by looks of things on the news just then, they've just got loads of players in Team of the Week, defensive players as well, which isn't great. The thing is, though, am I stupid to actually put my trust in this team again? I don't think it really gets that much better, this team. Like, what we've got there, I think, is the strongest lineup we've pretty much got, really. I mean, Karak is unlucky not to get more game time, I suppose, really. I mean, Milaik is probably unlucky as well, just because we've got Brian, who's so much better than him. Oh, it is tough, isn't it? It's tough, but what do we do? Let's take Will Webber off the bench and put Karak on the bench, because he's a good lad. Or what's he called? Kasarek. We'll call him that either way. Do we swap him with Cena? But Shitty and Cena have played well together though recently. So actually, no, let's leave it as it is. Leave it as it is. It's been working. It's worked pretty much for 12 games in a row. Let's not change things too much. Right then, kickoff is upon us for the Bardejov game. We need to perform better this time. We just need to perform better. I mean, we didn't play well, we did play badly. We didn't play that badly against Inter Bratislava, okay? Because we had like 17 shots, didn't we? Just the quality of shots were terrible. We kept them out. Defensively, we played very well, but they are 14th, 15th in the table, so really they shouldn't be that good anyway coming forward. Let's zoom in on this as well. What a tiny pitch this is. Zoom in on this. I'm just infuriated by we just couldn't score it into Bratislava. That's a game that we should easily wrap up 3 points in if we want to be winning the title this season or getting close to it. They're the games that we have to win as a fundamental basic, but couldn't do it. Corner though for Bardejov, and it's luckily for us, it's been disallowed, pushing another player in the area there. So that's quite lucky for us as Bardejov scored from that free kick, and they're dominating us. Absolutely dominating us. You hate to see it, really. But to be fair, when I look through those games that we have played, a lot of them haven't been that massive of a test, really. I don't think we've played many teams above us in the table sort of thing. So a lot of the games we have played haven't been that difficult, perhaps. But this one is proving tricky. 12 shots to 4 shots. Aggressively. Far from pleased from what I've just seen from this team. And I think we need to make some early changes this time. Very early changes to the team. And when I say early changes, I'm talking like 55 minutes or so, really. Bry looking nervous. Let's take him off Milhajek. Toff not playing well. Neither's Brigant, though. And we've only got one winger on the bench. So we'll bring Danko on for Brigant on a 6.2 rating. That's inexcusable. And Ferenc on a 6.3. Let's take him off as well. Lacko. All 3 changes very early on here. We've got to try something, though. But we do have the possession right now as we win it back. Barai out towards Gunnarsson. Gunnarsson keeps it in. Can he put the ball in the middle? No, it goes out for a corner. Corner, though, isn't on the highlights for some reason, so obviously wasn't a very good corner, but all our substitutes are now on the pitch. We are doing a little better getting back into the game. Let's say get creative out there. Let's go a little bit more attacking. Corner for Bardejov, though, which is cleared, but only as far as Bardejov players who can put the ball straight back in the middle. They have done. Cleared. Milhajek gets it out to Barbosa, and we've got a bit of a counter-attack now as Barbosa uses some pace to get past his defenders there. Shoots, but it's a terrible shot in the end, unfortunately. I mean, is this going to just be a terrible episode where we just have 2 0-0 draws? I mean, how bloody entertaining is that for you? Apologies. The boys just haven't turned up for you today. That's what it is. The boys haven't turned up for you today. They've not got their shooting boots on. Plus side is, though, we haven't lost. We move up to 3rd, and we're still only 3 points behind top of the table. If we'd won both of our games together, we'd be 2 points clear, wouldn't we? But no, we couldn't do it. So really, I suppose, all I can do is just apologise. Just apologise. Today has not been a great episode. The thing is, though, it kind of has. Well, has it? I don't know. Plus side is, we didn't lose. We didn't concede a goal. Downside is, we didn't win. We didn't score a goal. Plus side is, we are still right in that race for the title. Downside is, if we win both the games today, we'd be top of the table. We do have a few big games coming up soon. The next game is against 16th in the table. We've then got Lipani, who are 5th. We then got a cup game against a team that are bottom of the table. Puchov in 7th, and then Prestov in 6th. And then the winter break. So what I propose, actually, is next episode, we do the Prestov game, because that's an important one. They're 2nd in the table. And then I sort of play through the winter break and just sort of leave you guys on pause. We welcome the new signings in from Belarus, a certain team in Belarus that I'm not quite sure which one they're going to be. But they'll come through in January. We'll welcome those to the club. And then we'll get back into it in the first game after the winter break. Play that. And then we've got, maybe 2 episodes left this season. That's not long, is it, at all, really? So that's what we'll do tomorrow. We'll do Prestov and this one. So thank you ever so much for watching today's episode. I hope you have enjoyed it despite the just weird result. It was a bit infuriating, but sometimes that's what it's like. Either way, if you have enjoyed today's episode, drop a like on the video for me and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. And I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Goodbye.